Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone that taught us this word. First, I want to talk about, this article out of ABC 6 Action News out of Philadelphia. They did a report on the first brain chip, Elon Musk's first brain implant. Nolan Arbaugh shares his story. But yeah, so it's just more, prophecy coming to pass. But some say that we were really close to nuclear destruction. All that's going on over, the Middle East and the different wars, but yet nuclear destruction hasn't broken out yet. Some insiders say that we were, very close to, having your children drafted and all that, and nuclear destruction. And some say that we're in DEFCON 2 at one point. But the reason why this hasn't been a full-scale nuclear war yet, because there's a couple more prophecies, that have to come to pass. One of them being, implementation of this mark of the beast, this chip being made mandatory, as well as a few others. But yeah, this article's out of abc6.com. Neuralink's first brain implant patient feared device would have to be removed. He saw in his miracles that he's setting up. This is a 30-year-old quadriplegic man who opted to become the first human to receive Elon Musk's new Neuralink brain implant chip called the Link, revealed how pioneering technology has changed his life. Nolan Arbaugh, who became paralyzed from the shoulders down after sustaining a spinal cord injury from diving into shallow water, became the first human patient in Neuralink's clinical trial in January. An exclusive interview with Good Morning America's Will Reeve, Arbaugh said that the device has given him the ability to have nearly full control over using a computer. The device is approximately the size of a coin and implanted beneath the skull and uses 64 tiny wires or threads equipped with over 1,000 electrodes that can read neuron activity in the brain and connect with the computer or smartphone, according to the company. I can control a computer just like anyone else can, which is not something I was able to do beforehand. Arbaugh said that after some of the threads became loose from his brain, there were performance issues with the device. Fearing he would lose the enhancements the device brought to his life. We modify the recording algorithm to be more sensitive to neuropopulation signals, improve the techniques to translate these signals into cursor movements, and enhance the user interface. So yeah, this Esau's technology, his knowledge is being increased in these last days, pushing his technology and his miracles. But, according to scriptures, there's still a few more prophecies that have to come to pass before, these angels can let loose that destruction. But first scripture is Revelation 19 and 20, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, which he did with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone. So this is all deception. These little miracles that he said he can do, with this chip. So, it doesn't matter how nice of a package that he puts this in. This is considered, the mark of the beast, whether it's in your forehead or in your hand. You're not to take that, or, those will be cast alive into the lake of fire. you know. But the point is, this is the great hour of temptation. So it's going to be a choice. Either you take it or your livelihood will be taken from you. Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So yeah, it's going to come a time when this chip is going to be made mandatory, and you won't be able to do anything without it. You know. So yeah, so it's going to come a time when you have to really show your faith. To Yahweh shine that day and prove yourself. Because if you take it, you'll be cast into that lake of fire, which is that nuclear destruction. So that's why, that nuclear destruction or this chip and the rest of these prophecies have to be pushed first. And then the missiles will drop. And then, that nuclear destruction, that World War III will be in full swing. And also, that great time of Jacob's trouble as well. But yeah, it's Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Yeah, that great time, You can read about it in the book of Ezra. People breaking in your house, soldiers sparing none, ones that fear the Lord. And they make movies on it, For it shall come to pass in that day the Lord of hosts that will break his yoke off his neck and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. And that's the day that we look forward to, that's the goal, that's the reward for going through all this, The elect, that is. Because all Israel's going to be saved eventually, but, that elect to be able to be delivered and be the first fruits in the kingdom, man. So yeah, you still have to go through that great day, the time of Jacob's trouble. Scripture says it's like a day that there never was a nation. There's been no time ever in the history of the world that we're about to go through right now. So that has to take place, And ultimately, the sealing of the servants, the elect waking up. So Revelation 7 and 1. After these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Yeah, that wind's talking about that destruction. That nuclear destruction. And I saw another angel descending from the east, having the seal of living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So the elect still has to be woken up first before, that destruction can be released. But the angels right now, they're holding back, that destruction. And as you read the news, that things are getting really hot. The president just went down in a helicopter crash, which looks pretty suspicious, but we don't know how it happened just yet. I'm assuming they're investigating it, but probably could have been a hit. We don't know. But it's just another example of this war heating up to the point to boiling over. But the destruction is not yet until these last few prophecies, come to pass. But yeah, I just wanted to bring out, a little article on this Nolan guy. The first patient to receive that Neuralink, but there's going to be more and more to the point towards mandatory, whether it be in your forehead or in your hand. And with that, shalom.